What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast coming right at you. But you know what we got to do first? We have to introduce you to our brand new sponsor, Bell Flask. We've all been there. You're at a concert, a festival, a sporting event, and you're like, the booze sucks. It's overpriced. It's bottom shelf. So what do? You pick yourself up a Bell Flask. Plastic, pocket-sized. It holds a half a fifth. It's 15 ounces. And fits in your pocket. It's sealed. It's leak-proof. It can go in your purse, bag. Doesn't set off the metal detectors. And when you're done with your drink, you can just fold it up and put it in your pocket. This isn't your grandpa's flask. So pick yourself up one today at bellflask.com. That's BELLFLASK. Use promo code Slayer20 at checkout to get 20% off. We are also brought to you by the Patreon at patreon.com/MattSlayer. Did you know you could support this show for less than the cost of a beer? For just a little bit more, just a touch more. You can get these audio versions ad-free. You can get the video versions uncensored, ad-free, and a week early. So why would you not want to support the show at patreon.com/MattSlayer? We were brought to you by the merch store at anwd.net/merch. Pick yourself up a shirt, a hat, cover your shame in my wares. New designs coming soon, as always. So go to anwd.net/merch. and pick yourself up something today. And last, but certainly not least, the easiest way to support the show, the absolute easiest way to support the show, is twofold. Tell your friends. Signal boost. Share social media posts. And the other painless way to support the show is go to youtube.com/knowedrink and subscribe. Check out the video versions. It's really that easy, drinking buddies. All right, let's get on with it. My guest this week, you may know her from mom-tok. Or you may know her from her spicier sites. Joining me is BarefootMamaMn. Quite a mouthful, but it's well worth it. She has some wild stories. Oh, you're going to enjoy this one, Drinking Buddies. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one.
When aliens come to take over, they look at us like we're out of our minds now. We're gonna galactic makeover. And now we're thinking that they just might be right. Cannot wait for this whole world to end. I'm gonna break out the bottle with my friends. I think they'll tell the best stories when we're gone. And now we drink.
I love making my life easier. Little things go a long way.
Not having to manually color correct things makes life easier.
I definitely don't have a graphic design background. All these things, I'm like, how do you do that?
Oh, I learned all this shit on the go. I never went to school for any of this.
Okay. That's cool. That's and it fascinates me. My little brother's like, hey, we should do a podcast. And I was like, dude, you have ADHD so fucking bad. And completing things. But he's ADHD, but he's such a perfectionist.
Podcasting will be perfect for him. As long as you can hyper-focus on it, it'll be fine.
Right.
That's the trick.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, because he's like, but then what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And I was like, if you figure it out, I'll show up. I'll show up and I'll be the talent and I'll come with the back. I'll do whatever, man. I'll do whatever. I don't fucking care. But you gotta do your thing.
I totally forgot to ask before we got on air. Should I be referring to you as like Mama?
Well, my fans know my name is Jen because I guess I don't know if I told you this, is that I was on mom-tok on TikTok before I became an OnlyFans model. So I had a huge TikTok following prior to this. Everyone knows my name and they know my real name, which is Jen. So Barefoot Mama is I'm just a barefoot hippie from the Midwest. So there's everyone knows who I am. So you can call me Jen, you can call me Mama, you can call me whatever you want.
Okay, whatever you want.
Perfect.
We'll get that dad humor in right now. I do not have children. I just have the dad jokes.
Well, dad jokes tend to go viral on TikTok. I'm just saying.
Oh, TikTok and I do not get along.
Why?
They do not like my content.
Well, yeah, if you talk anything sexualized.
They have muted shit. They have just not shown it to people. Like there is a clips show or a clips channel that we have like gets like 12 views.
Yeah. Which is stupid. If you clipped the non-sexualized portions, like the dad jokes or the just saying, and also you can't, it's probably your name actually, now that I think about that. Alcohol is banned on TikTok.
Yeah.
it's your name. They have an issue with your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
A lot of people. They hate Matt Slayer.
They just hate on you.
They just hate me. I don't know what I did.
The judgmental bitches.
In this society, no.
No, but they pay your bills. So I love those judgmental bitches. Like, hate on me all you want because, push my shit out.
Oh, for sure. For sure. It's like the fact that in 2025, people don't grasp that, like, all you're doing is helping me.
Right. They're like, aren't you going to be offended? And I was like, do you know what I used to do for a living? like, nothing offends me anymore.
Even if it wasn't your background impression, you're a grown-ass adult. Why would you be bothered by what strangers have to fucking say about you?
Right.
You've already made the conscious decision to be like, I'm going to get naked and have sex on the internet.
Right. And that's what I tell people. My asshole is on the internet forever. It forever. My asshole is on the internet. And you're going to say that you don't like the way I dress or what I wear or what I choose to do. I don't give a shit or who I fuck or who I hang out with. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But I'm also very big on boundaries. So like, if it's somebody I know in real life and I don't like the shit you're doing, I'm going to be like, good luck to you. But I'm not going to talk you smack about you, but I'm going to be like,
Well, that's perfect because that's real life. That's someone who's actually a tangible human being.
Right.
Versus some anonymous fucking troll.
Right. On the internet. That you were just coming. Well, there's what is the new saying? Like, OF detected, opinion rejected. Dude. Like, I went to a private college. I spent a lot of money for my degree. But if you think about it, like I have my master's degree in psychology. Do you know how much I use that degree being an OnlyFans model?
Probably more than you did in private practice.
Yeah. Yep. I am everyone's therapist. I have probably coached more people in like marriage therapy and how to save their marriages being an OnlyFans model, which seems contradictive because I'm also draining your bank account while I'm giving you marriage therapy. But
shit ain't free.
Right. Everything comes with a cost.
You just got to figure out a way to take insurance.
Yes.
You can figure out how to insurance bill via OnlyFans.
Let's do it.
There's got to be a way.
There has to be. There has to be. Because I saved some marriages and also probably broke up some marriages, but
they need to be broken up. Not every relationship needs to be fucking saved.
Right. Well, there's some people that are together only because they don't want to see their other partner with someone else. So out of spite, they will live unhappily for the rest of their lives because they are so spiteful. And what a shitty way to live.
Well, is it one of them spiteful and one of them is a coward?
Right. Or they're both spiteful because they both are fucking running around and doing shit and whatever. And they don't want to just be like, hey, I want to have an open relationship, or hey, I want to be a swinger, or hey. No, they're just like, you cheated, you're a piece of scum. I also cheated and I'm a piece of scum, but we're going to be scum together. Like,
we're doing it for the kids.
Right.
Because, your kids will love growing up in a household where everyone hates each other and can't communicate well.
Well, and statistically, if you look at it, your kids grow up to mimic the relationship in which they see their parents do. So if your kids are growing up watching you guys fucking live through World War III here, and they're going to grow up and repeat that same fucking pattern. And I wouldn't want that for my kids.
I've broken that cycle, but only in other unhealthy ways.
Right. We all have our vices.
I have no memories of my parents not fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, I just, bail out at the first sign of like, this ain't working well. Deuces.
Yes. Actually, well, it depends. It depends. A lot of times I'm like, go fuck yourself. Except for, there's that one that you trauma bonded with that I'm like, God, release that hold, you fucker. And then he heard I was going to be on a podcast tour. I hadn't talked to him in a while, and he came snaking back around. He's like,
I miss you.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what are you up to? And I was like, you stalk my social media, huh? I was like, how's your wife?
Was he married when you were involved with him?
So the backstory of how we got together was I was married. And he was married, and my husband at the time and his wife hooked up, and a large crowd of our friends walked in on them. So the public shame portion of it. Neither of us had open marriage. Small town shit. No one has open marriages that they actually outwardly talk about. That's not allowed in the Midwest. We are Christian missionary people.
Chicago's part of the Midwest. It's definitely allowed in the Midwest. You do not represent all of us.
Yes, correct. But small farming communities, no. It's procreation only.
Wait a minute. You're supposed to procreate while you're rolling in the hay?
Yeah. That's the only way. The only way. Unless you are a secret closet freak. We only let secret closet freaks in small town Minnesota.
I think you should just get a bigger closet. Get a walk-in.
Do it. Let's do it.
You want those closets you could have an orgy in.
Yep. So, my husband, his wife banged, and then me and him decided to hook up and send them pictures for fun. Revenge, fun. I mean, both, probably.
What was the percentage? Was it more fun than revenge or more revenge than fun?
Initially going into it, it was revenge, and then we got there and we're like, damn, this is fun.
So who broached this? Who's like, yo, do you want to get some vengeance?
I think it was a drunken decision between the both of us because the best decisions are made intoxicated.
Sometimes
not so much. And then that turned into an on-again, off-again 12-year relationship of him doing shit. At one point, me, him, and his wife had a threesome, and in the middle of it, they started fist fighting, and he broke her arm.
Did you at least come?
Well, I did. Well, the whole reason you want to know why the fist fight started?
It was finished in you.
No, because he was going to come, and she's like, "Oh, come on my tits or whatever," and I was like, "Well, don't waste that shit." And I went to go swallow his cum, and she punched him in the face.
She punched him in the face. You were the one swallowing it. Like,
yes, like fucked up shit. So yeah, he reached out back out when he heard I was going to be on a podcast because he didn't want me to spill all my dirty secrets with him. I didn't mention names though. I mean,
just give his address. He'll be fine.
Right. Small town Minnesota.
Well, I'm just curious. Like, I want to hear how did this drunken, like, were you guys drinking at a bar? Like, I want to hear the meet cute on the start hooking up.
Yeah, we were just drunk again, we had these gatherings. Our kids played sports together.
That can't be traumatizing for them. Like, we played sports together and our parents started banging.
Yeah. And it was just like mass order. I mean, hockey tournament. Do I need to say any more? Hockey parents? There's a bunch of freaks. Yes. So all the hockey parents get drunk together and then everyone ends up banging each other.
So were you guys at the bleachers behind the behind the glass? Because
you go on tournaments. You stay in hotels every probably 3-4 times a hockey season, and
you're away from the spouse. There's a hotel room. There's a bar.
Or your spouse is downstairs at the bar and you're up in the hotel room. You know, there's lots of different combinations that could happen there. There's an Ed Sheeran song, I think, about that. Staying in the same fucking hotel floor. I don't know. Something like that. That's real life. Yeah. At least in small town Minnesota. I don't know about the rest of the world. That's my life.
People get comfortable with each other. People drink around each other. Right. Genitals get smushed together. Well,
and he was fucking 40, and I was 26. So there's also that. So I'm sure, I
live in LA. That's not uncommon at all.
Small town Minnesota. It's a whole different thing.
I guess.
When your last name means something. Not my last name. My last name doesn't. Well, my last name now means I'm a whore. But everyone else's last name, is a big thing in small town Minnesota. And so he had a big known last name, and I did not.
Well, that sounds like his problem.
Right.
Just sounds like upward mobility for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so crazy life. Crazy life. So yeah, we hooked up off and on for years and years and years. Occasionally back and forth up until, well, that's probably a whole nother situation. But I got pregnant, lost a baby from him. Then I was like, you're a fucking asshole. I'm not fucking doing this anymore. But still, occasionally.
How many times did you bang him after that?
Well, that toxic dick just hits different. I was like, damn it, you're so toxic. But I just one more time, every time.
It's those brain chemicals.
Right. serotonin.
Yep.
It's like that addiction. It's
Serotonin, the oxytocin.
mhm. Yep.
You
It's,
got a degree in this shit. You should know better.
I do. It's instead of me doing like heroin, I just hit toxic dick. It's better for you.
Maybe
There's no rehab for toxic dick, though.
you could start one.
I mean, I might have quite a few people sign up for that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of toxic dick relapse. There's a lot of just toxic genital relapse.
Right.
I've
I'll start
fallen
a
in.
referral program. If you know anyone, I'll give you a little kickback.
Let me give you my guest list. Pretty much everyone who's done this show at some point, myself included, has fallen back into just like, oh, yeah.
Because like non-toxic dick is so boring. But I'm also from the Midwest, so maybe that's why I started doing porn, because just regular Billy Bob who I meet at, the bar, again, like you only do missionary with the lights off. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What the that's it? that's it? I don't know.
Well, couldn't you communicate to him that you want more?
And he's like, well, I'm done.
Well, you could lay the expectations down before he
Right.
You could.
Right.
Literally have a degree in this. You should be able to.
I know, but I give some really good advice. But do I ever listen to my own advice? Fuck no. Why the fuck would I do that?
No idea.
Sounds like a dumb idea.
It sounds horrible.
Right.
I mean, that's how we ended up here. Like
Right.
following this person's advice.
Right. And I'm like,
They have a bad track record.
I did do. We're starting off on a bad foot. But like
Are we?
I remember in my former life, I was a child protection investigator, and I remember coaching girls, giving the best fucking advice while I'm doing the exact opposite in the parking lot behind Walmart with toxic dick. So I'm like, damn it. Maybe I'm just speaking to myself, to these girls, but I'm really, yeah.
Some poor child's just like, what did that have to do with me? What the fuck did she just say have to do with my situation at all?
Yeah. Well, it's like, leave that fucking asshole. You deserve better. You really think that's as good as you can get? Look at how he treats you. And I'm like, am I projecting?
I'm having problems with my mom.
Right.
What is she talking about?
But a lot of the stuff has nothing to do with, well, it does have to do with the kids, but it's the situation that adults put themselves in.
Well, for sure. A lot of people shouldn't breed.
100%. 100%. I agree with that. And people say that about me. They're like, you're assholes on the internet. You shouldn't have kids. And I was like, well, first off, I'm a gilf. I'm a grandma at 38.
That's some rural Midwest shit right there.
But I had my first baby at 17. So there's that. Because again, in a small Midwest town, you go cow tipping and you have bonfires in a field and you have sex. There's no other entertainment.
Well, that's why the kids today aren't fucking, because they have TikTok now.
True. If we had TikTok back then, I would have had lots of evidence against people that shouldn't be on the internet.
Oh no, I was just talking to a friend about that today. Like, I'm so thankful that like I graduated high school in the late 90s, and then in my early 20s was an ignorant motherfucker. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, phones with cameras existed 20 years ago. Not enough to incriminate you on shit.
No, so I went to college at 16. I moved out of my parents' house at 16. Went to college at 16. Whatever.
Ooh la la! Look at you, fancy.
I know, fancy college at a young age, but I became a lobbyist because I got into the political programs at the college I went to. I became a lobbyist at 16, 17, all this kind of stuff. And so
you got indoctrinated at 16.
I did. In fact, and had political aspirations. I'm not going to say what political party, because no matter what I say, I'm going to piss half the world off when I say which political party.
What's wrong with being an anarchist?
Right. True. But the amount of how a bill is really passed, how you get people to agree to sign on to your bill, and I'm fucking 16. I was like, ooh, you guys are lucky that we didn't have camera phones like this back then, because none of y'all would be in power.
Or you'd have a much better political career.
Oh, I would. I'd be a rising star. And then I got pregnant and I was like, this is a lot of drama and work.
Well, then you could have definitely gone GOP.
Right. Right.
17-year-old pregnant, like running for office. Oh.
And I wasn't pregnant by a senator, I swear.
Is that for your kids' benefit that you're saying that?
I swear. Pinky promise. Did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh, but you could have hooked up with Jesse Ventura.
I could have. I don't know. What year was he governor? I don't even remember.
You're from the state.
I know, but that was before I could vote. But again, because I graduated in 2005 from high school, but I started going to college technically before I graduated high school. So I would have been, at 16, it would have been, what, 2004, 2003?
Yeah, just before that. He was 99 to 2003.
So he was just exiting. He was just...
He could have done nothing for you.
Nothing.
He could have told you about how it was to work with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right? Well, because the only thing I really remember... I remember a lot of things from politically, but I remember somebody handed me a pair of panties at 16, some grown-ass man. He's like in his 50s, and it said, "The only bush I trust is my own." And I'm like, I'm 16 and you are a grown-ass man. So that's my political aspirations.
You could still run.
I mean, it would get some good publicity, even if I didn't fucking win. That OnlyFans girl running for office shit. Like,
Mary Carey ran for governor of California a couple of years back.
Did she?
Yeah. I don't think she even made it to the ballot, but it still made news that she ran.
Which is huge. It's good for her. But California, that's kind of expected.
Right. It would make better news in Minnesota.
Right. Well, I probably would make very good news in Minnesota if a small town OnlyFans girl from Minnesota runs. Like California, us in the Midwest, we're like, oh, yeah, of course, our OnlyFans girl is going to run for governor or whatever. Minnesota, we'd be like, okay. Okay.
You have your metrics. How many people subscribe to you live in Minnesota?
A strong base.
Right. So you could probably run for a state senator at least.
Yeah. I have a very, very strong Minnesota base because, again, I originally went viral for doing the Minnesota weather report, which sounds so stupid. But what's more Midwest than talking about the weather?
Not much.
Right.
Talking about beer and cheese. Maybe.
Right. And making the weather sexual is even better. Because who else can sexualize the weather? Me. That's me.
See? Why are you not the weather girl?
I should be. It's calling up like Fox 9 or something. Like put me on that shit.
Well, no, I meant like just as your public persona. You're the barefoot mama. Could have been the weather girl. Could
be. So Barefoot Mama is like my main stuff. And then I do have a couple of TikTok accounts because I thought that for a while there that Barefoot Mama was shadow banned, like just my name, because I do naughty things and I've lost lots of accounts on TikTok because they don't always like.
You've done naughty things?
No, I'm a perfect angel actually. But so I tried your future.
Why are you here?
I know. I've done nothing wrong ever.
Well, I don't think you have. I don't think you've done anything wrong. Naughty and wrong are two separate things.
Correct. Yeah.
One's a moral judgment. One's a societal abnormality, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, I've never been arrested. Like, knock on wood.
How fast can you run?
Well, I usually just talk my way out of shit.
Putting that degree to work.
Right. I am really good at, or maybe that's good at manipulation. I don't know. It's putting my degree at work, not manipulation. That's where we're going to go with that. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Not manipulation.
Why would it be manipulation? Why would that even cross your mind?
Because it is a fine line between manipulating someone to steer them in the proper direction.
Phrasing it like that feels pretty manipulative. Like, I'm steering them in the right direction.
Yeah, my way is the only way. I used to work for the government.
And you will again.
Yeah.
Well, you would technically work for your constituents at that point.
Yes, exactly. And my constituents can be a bunch of freaks. It's fine.
Well, yeah, you're not here to stomp on their civil liberties.
Right. No. And they're too busy in the fields to riot. So in my town.
How many people are actually still working in the fields?
Oh, a ton.
Really?
Yeah, I'm from a very big farming community. It's very well. When I was married, I actually lived on a 40-acre strawberry farm. Like we live in a farming community. Yeah, I did. Once I got a divorce, I did not keep up with the farming life.
You let the strawberries die?
Yeah, well, I let my ex continue on with it was his family's business, and then he got himself into some trouble and no longer could be around to be on the farm.
Why did you just start growing fucking poppies next to the fucking strawberries?
Far worse, far worse. He got himself into some trouble and went away, and we haven't heard from him in a long time.
You're not putting any ramen on his commissary?
No. But I choose. He can do. Well, I don't know what he's doing. We don't keep up with him. Like 11 years, I think. 10 years, 9 years. I don't fucking a long ass time. So I have no idea. But he doesn't run the strawberry farm.
So was he arrested before or after the divorce?
After.
Okay.
Yeah.
How shortly thereafter?
Like a year.
Like, oh, shit's finalized. By the way.
Yeah. I'm going to do some shady shit right now that I'm divorced, now that you're gone.
Could have gotten half those strawberries, though.
I could have got all the strawberries. Like, if I knew you just wanted to do shady shit, I might as well kept the farm.
Right.
Would I have ran a farm by myself? Fuck no.
No, get those sweet government subsidies to not farm.
Right. Or hire, I mean, you can rent out your farm and other people run it. And you just collect the tax write-off. I love me a good tax write-off.
Everyone should.
Right. That's why I travel so much. I'm like, either I could give the government more money or I could travel. And it's,
Why do you think I do a podcast about drinking? These are all business expenses.
Right. 100%.
All those white claws purchased from the corporate account.
Yeah. 100%. I travel every month. My kids go on a vacation every 3 months. Like, business. It's business.
Well, for your kids, I hope it's research or something. So it's actually business.
So when I travel with my kids, it is, well, because part of my advertising or of my brand is taking TikToks, reels, pictures, and all that kind of stuff wherever you go. And so I stream. My kids are older, so they're not going to get up before noon. So I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. and
Gross.
from 6 a.m. to noon, I am going to bust out a ton of fucking shit, make this a work thing. I'm going to go stream. I'm going to take pictures. And it's going to be a Kick stream or a TikTok stream or an Instagram stream or whatever. And so it is a business. And then my fans, when I travel to different places, kind of get hyped up that are like, oh my God, I've been there too. That's so cool. I've stood where you're standing right now. Like, cool. So it's a way to engage people. And when you have to realize about TikTok is that when you go to different places, it puts you in different algorithms. So it brings you to a whole different branch of people. And if LA, it's not going to do you anything because there's so many creators out here that it's not going to help you. But like my sister lives in West Virginia. Me going to West Virginia once a year and doing pictures and videos and TikToks in West Virginia, my West Virginia following has exploded because there's not a whole lot of creators that have larger followings in West Virginia. So,
well, yeah, everyone's addicted to opium.
Yes, they are. Or they can just be in a cult. There's also lots of cults in West Virginia.
Well, yeah, when the opium goes dry.
You got to do something.
Right? You need some other form of...
Yes. A lot of people in the mountains, and me and my sister are exact opposites in life.
So she's still waiting to get laid?
She gets laid way too much. She has a lot of children. And she's very religious. Nothing wrong with being religious. But
there's a lot wrong.
Yeah.
I disagree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I'm on the internet. What are you doing?
Yeah. Nope. I agree. But I'm trying to say it kindly. So my sister, they say traumatized children take two different paths in life, and you can see that between me and my sister. I get my back blown out, and
so she does more than you.
She does, but only missionary lights off.
How do you know? Are you there?
I watch. Just kidding.
Sounds kinkier than you're letting on.
Yeah, I brought my kids there once and they had an Oculus and I was like, okay, your aunt is a little more conservative. So like, don't play any violent games. Like keep it very calm and nice. If you're going to bring this and play it in our house, have some respect. Like, we're still going to, if we're in somebody else's house, you still have to show respect. Like, whatever you're going to do at home, whatever. I don't give a shit. But my one kid was playing Job Simulator, where she was a secretary and she was sorting paper. My sister lost her shit.
What, did she think the devil was in her?
We invited the devil into the house because it's the secretary, though. You know, they might. You know what happens with secretaries.
Yeah, women in the workforce. You can't have that.
No. Nope, not at all.
Whoa. You're going to teach my 20 children that they can go out and work?
Especially if they're women? Gross.
No, their job is to procreate more.
Right? Like,
Someone's going to clip that and put that out of context.
I guess this podcast is actually about procreation.
It's very anti-procreation. I got a vasectomy years ago.
Yeah. That's I would highly suggest that.
I can't get another one. So
you didn't have fun the first time around. That you're like, let's do this again.
No.
Weird.
I'm okay with paying once to have someone cauterize my genitals.
I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of kink somewhere that somebody likes that.
Yeah, that's good for them. You can watch my YouTube video of it being done. It's cool.
Oh, you have it on YouTube? Yeah. They allow that on YouTube?
So it's just me from the chest. I'm talking.
Oh, okay. I was like, shit.
No. I have managed for my whole time in the industry to keep my dick off the internet.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
I know. It actually is at this point.
Yeah.
When I first got it wasn't very impressive because there was only like studio work. So
right. And
you have to actively do that. Now it's like, oh, you want to collab for my OF? Like, no, I don't. Like, I'll have sex with you off camera. Sure.
Right. But collabing for
no. And it's not like when I first got in the industry, I had a day job. So it's like,
right.
One, I just didn't want the job. And two, it was just like, I have a day job. I don't need to.
Right.
And now there's no moral qualms with any of it or worried about like, oh God, I'll get fired.
Right.
But I've been saying no so long, it like feels weird to be like, oh yeah, let's just do that now.
I'm going to make an exception for you because you're special.
Right. And the thing about it is like, if I was in a serious relationship with someone,
right,
it might be a consideration at that point.
Yes.
But like someone who would be like, oh, we're probably going to hook up maybe once or twice. I'm going to, give away that monetization? Hell no.
Right. So I started OnlyFans in secret at first. Like, I had this big following on TikTok. I was on mom-tok. I was doing a day in the life of a single mom in the Midwest and doing all the shit and doing the weather report every day, and working in my government job and doing all this stuff. And then I was like, shit, like Christmas is coming. I'm broker than shit. I'm a single mom hustling and working 3-4 jobs, and I want to give my kids a good Christmas. And so I started doing OnlyFans in secret. I didn't tell a fucking soul that I did OnlyFans. All I was doing is like, I'm going to let them Google me. I'm going to let them Google me and it's going to pop up. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm making an extra couple $100 here and $100 there and whatever. Like, this is awesome. As a single mom, a couple $100 extra bucks around Christmas time is fucking amazing.
But you could have made so much more by selling one of your kids' organs.
Right.
They all have extra kidneys.
Right. I could have got like a 5th job and been away from my kids even more.
No, I'm just saying, sell one kidney. Right. You'll be fine.
Except for I do chronically go into kidney failure.
Not yours, like one of theirs.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
That's why you made them, right? For extra organs.
Yes. Stem cells, you always have to have that.
Yeah, that backup.
The backup, yeah. For the chosen child.
Why else would you have kids?
Right? 100%. Accidents. Actually, birth control failed me 3 times.
Note to the fellas out there. Pull out.
That's why I got a breeding kink going on in my page.
You should just be hooking up with people with vasectomy.
That there was a long time that was a requirement. If you're going to shoot with me, that you show me your paperwork. Let me see your medical records.
Swimmers? Are there swimmers?
The amount of men that don't go back to see if they have swimmers after they got snipped, I have run into that so many times. And I was like, are you dumb? Like, there's vasectomies that fail. There is.
I have it favored on my camera roll, the response email of, we have detected no swimmers.
And you're like, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, I did not go through, I crowdfunded my fucking vasectomy.
Did you?
It would be so wrong to be like, oh, hey, we crowdfunded it. Oh, it didn't work. Sorry, guys.
I would be pissed. Like, oops.
Do I not? Oh, there it is.
They have little animation and everything. Or is that just an announcement? I thought that whale was like a little sperm swimmer.
It's a sperm whale.
It's a sperm Well,
Duh.
obviously. Is that a California thing, or is that typical for all places?
I don't know. I've only gotten one vasectomy.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I'm handing out gift cards.
You're like, I mean, I mean, you could do like little business cards,
If I got a referral kickback from the doctor, I would.
right?
I should reach out, actually.
Yeah, be like, hey, I have a podcast.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Okay.
Like it was a negotiation right before the procedure about filming it.
Did you try to put it on the podcast?
Well, no, I told him,
Oh.
like, so I made him, like, this is a very quick thing. I got it done in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, hey, can I film? And he's like,
Is it like a Vegas special? Do they give you like a discount in Vegas? Is that where everyone goes to get the vasectomies?
I don't know. The reason I did was, sorry for the audience who's heard this.
No.
Another male talent.
Yeah.
And I, like, when Roe v. Wade got overturned, we're like,
Yeah.
let's normalize brosectomies. So let's,
Yeah.
and he calls me up, like, I made the appointment. I'm like, oh shit, I guess I have to too.
Right.
And he backed out.
Oh, shit.
But I didn't meet the doctor till the day of. And I'm like,
Right.
hey, can I film this? He's like, no.
Right.
I'm like, well, I crowdsourced this. I've been talking about it on my podcast. There was an article in the Daily Beast about this. Like, I don't want to film the actual procedure. I just want to, be on camera
Right.
to show people how fucking quick this was and relatively painless. And he agreed. So,
Well, that's cool. But so my ex-husband got a vasectomy, and then the next day we just decided to walk around the county fair in hot, humid Midwest.
yeah, that was real dumb.
Yeah, I've never seen, and I've seen a lot of dicks, and I've seen a lot of sacks. Like I do this for a living, but I have never seen something swelled up so much. I was like, oh my God, you fucked up. We fucked up.
Do you have multiple children with this man?
I have 2 with him, and then my oldest was from a different dude. But
It was not a senator.
no, not a senator, but my ex-husband legally adopted her. But clearly I have horrible choice in men because, yeah. I that's why I just people don't understand why I choose to be single. I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious, but I choose to be single because I have horrible taste in men. I think I have a pretty good setup now. Like, I travel once a month. I get railed over and over and over again for 3-4 days. And then I go home and just live my life, and I don't have to clean up after anyone. And I don't have to fucking listen to them snore next to me. I don't have to do any of that shit. Like, I get fucked, 20 times in 4 days, and then I'm done.
Yeah, but it's performative fucking.
Right. That's true. Which is different than fucking off camera.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
More people need to realize that.
And that's why I'm hitting toxic dick every once in a while. Like, fuck.
Well, you just need to find some less toxic dick. Not non-toxic. You can't find non-toxic.
No.
Yeah, just a little less toxic.
Right.
Like a tad of toxic.
I'm a tad toxic. I will firmly tell you I'm a tad toxic.
What makes you a tad toxic?
I just don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to do me, and dating. Have I tried to go on some dates? Fuck yeah. I mean, that's normal human behavior. But I tried to also date again in a small town. And that's probably my biggest issue. And so I am brutally honest, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to fuck on camera. I'm going to fuck other dudes. I do OnlyFans. I'm not going to change. Because everyone, they start dating me in the small town. They're like, okay, I love you. You're so beautiful. You're so fun. You're so whatever. But you have to quit your job and delete everything and change who you are. And I was
that makes them the toxic one.
Right. And I'm like, but that's Midwest. That's small town Minnesota bullshit for you.
Well, maybe date elsewhere.
Right.
Why do you still live in a small town, by the way?
Because I, as a child, moved around. I went to a different school every 6 months. And so I made a conscious decision when I was having kids that once they start school that I'm not going to uproot them. And so my kids some of them are grown and some of them are close to being grown. And so I said that I'm not going to move out of the small town because this is where they started school until they're...
Well, let the big one raise the small ones and you just go do your life.
I don't know if I trust her.
She has ones of her own, so...
Right. Well, it's a step situation, but yes. So I still have to call myself a gilf, but yeah, it's a step.
You're a step gilf.
I'm a she calls me a pseudo gilf, and I was like,
That's too many syllables.
right, pseudo. Like what is that? I don't know what that means. I mean, I do know what that means, but yeah.
I just say, let the big one raise the small ones. There's a reason of having multiple generations of them.
Mm-hmm.
Go live your life. Be like, I'm gonna be in Chicago if you guys need anything. When you graduate, come join me.
Or even Minneapolis. Like let's say it's better than small town Midwest.
Well, yeah, but if you're gonna make the jump, if you're gonna make the hassle of uprooting yourself, at least get to a major city
or somewhere warm. I could be a snowbird. I would love to be a snowbird.
Where would you snowbird at?
Not Florida. Not Florida. I don't know. I love New Orleans. Like I would love to.
See, that's a town I love visiting. I don't want to live there.
Yeah, why not? I am so
the rampant crime, corruption, poverty, lack of opportunities.
But it is such like I'm very much I'm just a barefoot hippie, but like the spiritual vibe.
I wouldn't go barefoot anywhere in New Orleans.
No, I wouldn't. No, I definitely not. But the spiritual vibe
of all the dead people, all the fucking dead people.
Yes.
Have you ever done any of the walking tours?
Yes, I love them. Love them.
The last one I was on, when the tour guide's like, "Oh yeah, there's a point in the city's history where the average age of people living here was 21." It's like, oh, that explains so fucking much.
Yep.
It's like, oh, no wonder alcohol flows freely. The food's all horrible for you.
Well, it's hard to. So I am a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for 25 years.
I'm sorry.
I know. I gave it. Well, I became a vegetarian out of spite. I am a spiteful bitch. I gave it up. I became a vegetarian out of spite 25 years ago, and I'm still sticking to that.
So, what kind of spite do we have to get you to get a steak in you?
So what happened? How I became a vegetarian is that. I came from a very religious family, and now I do porn. But
tales old as time,
right? Obviously, that's a natural progression. And I was in the 7th grade, and they're like, "You have to give up something for Lent." And I said, "I don't believe in that." And they said, "No, you have to. You don't have a choice in this matter." And I said, "Well, if you're going to make me give up something for something I don't believe in, I'm going to make it hard on the both of us because I'm a spiteful bitch." And so in a Midwest meat and potatoes family, I gave up meat and then just doubled down and never went back.
See, your parents didn't play the game right. They should have been like, "Cool. Well, if you're not eating what we're serving."
Yeah, they did. They're like, "You can just have sides then." And I was like, "No, okay, I'm going to be a French fry vegetarian then because I don't give a shit. What do you think I'm going to do? Not a damn thing."
Well, you're a grown-ass adult now. You still want to deny yourself the pleasure of dead animals?
No. At this point, I don't know if my body could digest a steak.
There's only one way to find out.
Right? Big, juicy. Somebody told me there was a content creator online that ate a steak for the first time in a ridiculous long time, and he was like crying as the blood was dripping down his chin.
Oh, I think you should make a trip to Amarillo, Texas, go to the Big Texan.
Oh, is that what? And stream it?
Yeah, and stream it. Your first steak being the Big Texan Challenge. I mean, you'll fail.
I will vomit everywhere.
Hey, that'll get views.
Mm-hmm.
That will get views.
Yeah. I'm going to Texas I'm going to Texas and...
Well, Austin and Amarillo are a bit of a hike from each other.
Are they?
Yeah.
Clearly, I have no sense of geography.
Amarillo's up in the Panhandle.
Okay. Yeah, I've only been to Texas, well, other than layovers and just driving through and shit. I've only been to Galveston. Went to Galveston during COVID. We took a tour and we were the only people there. They're only tourists at that time. Galveston's another history crazy town.
I have a buddy who lives in Austin who actually goes to Galveston all the time. So
I am such a... I love all the ghost stories and all that, but that's why I like Chicago too, because there's so much mob history and all of that shit. I am a sucker. My daughter's like, when you retire from OnlyFans, you should become a tour guide.
Do both,
right? I could be a tour guide. I can talk about ghost stories on a tour and be an OnlyFans girl.
Right? Hell,
who says I can't?
Nothing.
Right.
The whole point of doing content creation is to hopefully give yourself more free time,
right? To
do other things you want in life,
right? Exactly. And my biggest thing was I wanted to travel, and I am doing exactly that.
Going anywhere internationally?
So I'm going to Costa Rica over Christmas break. So
weren't you just there?
I was just there in March, but I loved it. And so I'm going to do it a family trip to Costa Rica. And we're doing it during Christmas break because because of school and stuff for the kids that are still in school and the kids that are in college. Because spring break for like high school does not align with spring break for college.
Well, yeah, that's to keep the predators from going back.
Makes a whole lot of sense that way. But as a parent, I was like, God, why can't we make this easier? What the fuck? Look at how naive I was. And I did actually specialize in sex crimes against children.
Sorry to have broke this to you.
I know.
This revelation is like, why is this coming to me on this podcast?
I'm like, damn, you're right. You're right. It's not just the Super Bowl coming into town that makes increase in sexual crimes. No, weird.
Or the GOP
GOP convention. What? That happens? Weird. I would have never thought of that.
I'm sure it happened at the Democratic convention too.
Oh yeah. Any mass gathering of males.
Especially ones with power.
Yes, and money.
Yeah.
Money and power. Yeah. But it's fucked up because as a child protection investigator who did sex or specialized in sex crimes, like they knew exactly the routes in which girls would be trafficked in, but they didn't stop it. I was like, if you know,
because they don't want to.
Right.
Like, oh no, that one's prime. Like, why would I want to stop that?
It stimulates the economy. Fucked up.
Ugh.
Yeah, but they know. They knew. I sat in so many meetings with the government, and they would say they're going to come in here through here, go down this highway. They're going to stop at these hotels, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And at that point, I'm like, "Why?" Shortly after that, that's when I started thinking, like, I need to get out of it. Like, this is so fucking corrupt and bullshit. And
what made you decide to get in that line of work, anyways?
Well, I had a very traumatic childhood growing up, and so I wanted to like help all the kids. And so I was like, "Oh, I'm going to save the world. I'm in this."
How naive,
right? I know, and so I wanted to save them, and I wanted to help them, and because I've been there, so I know what it's like. And so I also know social workers that are. They've never been there. They've never walked the life. They've never, they don't know. They've never really seen addiction. They've never really seen, and so they don't treat you the same. They treat like just fucking stop doing drugs. Just fucking stop. Why aren't you just doing this? Or
why don't you make good choices?
Right, do better choices. You're just a shitty human being. No, you're not. You're not. You're a human. And so I think that I want to bring empathy to the whole situation.
You're human, yes. So you're a shitty human being. All humans are shitty.
Oh, yeah.
All of us.
100%.
Every last one of us.
And we all fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
And so giving people grace and applauding the baby steps, like, like the amount of people that lost their fucking shit because maybe they smoke pot. But I was like, at least you're not fucking smoking crack. I mean, I don't give a shit. And this is, I know California is different with marijuana, but like in small town in Minnesota, when I first started child protection, pot they were taking kids away for smoking pot. And I was like,
well, that's the fucked up part. There's still people serving prison sentences in California.
Right.
For pot.
Right. Which is ridiculous. And so giving people grace and walking alongside them and the amount of times that I would fucking go and grab girls out of fucking trap houses and be like, you're not fucking doing this. But I've also, so it's a fucked up situation. And so I went in there thinking that I could make change and I can help these girls and I can relate to them and try to guide them based off someone on their level versus
someone who's coming from a textbook.
Right. And thinking that I'm better than you and I'm going to
I'm your savior.
Right. And have this God complex. Like, no, we are on the same level. We are equals. And, have I done, if one bad thing, all of us, any fucking person watching this, anyone, if any of us got caught or anyone made one wrong decision, we could be them at any point in time. At any point in time, we could be in their shoes.
No, it's all about a fucking butterfly effect.
Right.
And this is one of the things when it irritates me when people are like, oh, you're a good guy. You're such a, like, no, I'm a fallible human being.
Right.
Everyone's a fallible human being. Mm-hmm. The illusion that someone's a good or bad person is just an illusion.
And it's based off other people's perceptions and other people's complaints. Because at any point in time, and this is why I'm a huge advocate for boundaries and consent forms, and even talking about boundaries and consent on camera before shooting a scene, because at any point in time, it's he said, she said. and people can get fucking ruined. And in my industry, it's on camera. We had sex. There is evidence. No matter what you do, there is evidence. And so if I'm going to say, nope, he did something I didn't like and didn't want or didn't whatever, I could fuck you up in a fucking instant.
Well, and also the thing is, like, it couldn't be someone not reading the room properly if it's not clearly spelled out instead of, a malicious thing. It was just like, oh shit, I thought you were into this and you very much weren't.
I was a coach in a coaching program for a hot minute there for OnlyFans girls. And so it was the new girls coming in, and a lot of the girls are still stuck in the social stigma of talking about, even though we're all show our assholes on the fucking internet, but having a conversation about sex and healthy sexual boundaries is very hard for a lot of people.
Well, because there's a disconnect when there's a screen between you and the other person. There's such a big difference between an actual in-person, like, oh, is this going to make it awkward? Are we going to have a bad scene? Because, like, no.
Right.
That's not how it's supposed to be.
And just communicate. So, I'll make the new girls sit around a circle. It's like, okay, everyone talk about your boundaries and what you want and what you don't like. And let's talk about this. And everyone, majority, 95% of the brand new girls that come to any of my events would be like, no anal and don't pull my hair because it's expensive and fake. Cool. But are you okay with someone slapping you in the face? Are you okay with someone spitting on you? Are you okay with someone calling you a cunt? Are you okay with this? Are you okay with that? And they're like, oh.
Yeah, and also, with the slap, how hard are you okay?
Right, exactly. Like those things, a lot of the boundaries, people don't even recognize that they're okay or not okay with things until you're like, why would you call me a cunt? And I was like, because
it felt good in the moment.
Right. Or, like, I know some of my dudes love when girls get called cunts. Like, and are you going to be okay with that? Will I, if you say no, it's no skin, like, do I get enjoyment after calling some girl cunt? No, I don't give a shit. Like, I'll call you whatever you want me to call you. It's no qualms for me, but some guys are into that. And I know some guys are into that.
Yeah, some guys are, because some guys will never get the opportunity to have that in a consensual fashion ever.
Right.
So that's part of the fantasy they're paying for.
Right, exactly. And so if you feed into those fantasies and, like, certain platforms, not OnlyFans, but like Fansly and ManyVids, there is the P content. So are you okay with you getting pissed on? Or are you going to piss on someone else? Like, walking through all those boundaries, and they're like, oh, gross. Why would you even talk about that shit? But
because there's a market for it.
Right. And if we don't talk about these things, we will never know. And being
well, and you may show up on a fucking set uninformed of what you're showing up for. And that's one of the biggest problems in the fucking industry together is people are just, especially when they're starting off, very enthusiastic and not doing the due diligence that they need to fucking do. They're just like, oh, this person's established, I'm going to do the thing.
Right.
It's like, oh, you probably should look at facial abuse before you sign up for a facial abuse scene.
Yep. And there's a lot of that. There's a lot of very much naive people. So girls getting into the industry, they're beautiful, they do good work, and they have good potential, and they can get there. But I don't want them to get into a scene and then completely back out and withdraw from the community because they're like, I feel violated, I feel whatever. And there is also people within this industry that don't always give the best advice. And so
no. Oh, I talk about this all the time. Because especially on the mainstream side of things, there is no porno 101.
No.
It is literally about who you fall in with.
Right.
And sometimes you fall in with people that do not give you good advice and intentionally don't give you good advice. Because something's wrong with them.
Or there is
insecurity.
My thoughts in this industry is there is so much money to be made. There is so much money to be made that even if you are a girl that looks similar to me, we are not in competition because we both respond and talk to dudes differently. We both have different past experiences. We don't produce the same content and we are not the same person. And so somebody on your page might not spend a fucking dime. They might be a freeloader and you kind of wrote him off, but it comes to my page and he is all about me for whatever reason and is a whale on my page and spends a shit ton of money. And so people get this like hoarding behavior that they want to hoard all their fans and they don't want you in it. So they're going to give you bad behavior. So my whale is not going to come to you and don't realize the ebb and flow of this industry. And so I think that's part of it too, is people intentionally sabotage you.
Oh yeah. Well, it goes back to the days of like studio work where like there's only so many gigs.
Right.
And oh my God, you're a new girl that looks somewhat like me.
Right.
You may get booked over me.
Right. And that is definitely part of it. But there is so much money to be made and so much money to be had, but it takes effort.
This is more of a marketing job than it is a sex job.
100%. And girls don't realize it. The amount of girls that have come to me like, teach me everything you know, teach me. And I'm like, okay, I'm putting in 18 hours a day. And they're like, why the fuck would you do that? You just flash your titties and make $1 million. And I was like, girl, good girl.
If you can have the best product in the world, and if no one knows about it, it does not matter.
It doesn't exist.
And OnlyFans doesn't promote new models.
Nope.
The discoverability on OnlyFans is shit.
It's non-existent, pretty much. OnlyFans TV is starting to increase that. I'm not on OnlyFans TV because...
But you have to do safe for work stuff on OFT.
Yeah. And so is it worth it or not? I don't know.
Well, and it's one of those things like there's a lot of parallels between podcasting and OF.
Right.
It's like zero barrier of entry.
Right.
A lot of saturated fucking marketplace.
Yep.
How do you stand out from the noise?
Right. 100%. And that is the catch-22 because how many fucking girls are there? There's millions.
There are, last I looked, over 2 million creator accounts on OF.
Yep. And then the average
is $160 a month.
Yep. Most girls aren't millionaires making OnlyFans money, but some girls are.
Well, it's like every other form of entertainment.
Right. And it takes time to build it, except for unless you do it backwards, like I did. I had a social media following first, and then I opened an OnlyFans.
But that's also modern entertainment.
Right.
How many YouTubers or TikTokers are being offered mainstream film roles just because of the audience they bring?
Right.
Or how many musicians are getting signed to major labels because they already have a social media following?
Yep.
That's just the path of modern entertainment.
Yep.
Why would anyone, I mean, you're self-produced in this situation, but why would anyone with any money want to invest in something that
they don't know if it's going to work?
They don't know if it's going to work versus someone, oh, you have a built-in audience.
Right.
We have to do less marketing for a bigger return on our money.
Right. But it was crazy. When I officially actually went and announced I had an OnlyFans page, I went from making, I think it was like $1 to $2 grand a month at that time. And then I'm like, hey guys, I'm ready. My big reveal. I got an OnlyFans page. And I went from making $1 to $2 grand a month to 30,000. I felt like I robbed a goddamn bank. And I was like, in a month, 30,000 a month. I was like, oh my God. As a social worker, I was making fucking like $70,000 to $80,000 a year, and then I made $30,000 in a month. I was like, "What the actual? This has to be a mistake."
How do I shelter this?
Right? So every day I'd like squirrel it out and put it away and whatever, and like I was like, I don't even.
But that's also smart because
Right.
there's no guarantees that you'll make $30,000 next month. There's no guarantee you'll make $30,000 a month a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now.
Exactly, and my thought is like, okay, I'm. They're excited because I am like, I don't want to say, I have this large following on TikTok. They're just excited because I just announced it. And then next month it's not going to be like this, but this month, it has kept up over time and things have been good. But
and that's awesome.
Right. My content's definitely adapted and changed over time as well though. So
it has to. Like,
it does.
If it was the same thing week in, week out, people are going to stop turning in.
Right.
Like, I've already seen that. That's not novel.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I spend my money on something that I've already fucking seen? You could have a favorite movie. You're not going to watch it every fucking day.
Well, and you only can do so many things. And yeah. So it started, my content started out was like solo content when I was doing it in secret. And then it was solo and girl content. And then I dated this prison guard for a while, which is, again, another bad taste in men.
So on the level of toxic dick, how toxic was that dick?
He was still in love with his ex-wife and filmed with me in secret, and which you can't do when you're a federal prison guard. And
I don't think you can do it in public either.
I mean, we did a lot of car shit, but
I'm just saying, I don't think you can really disclose that one to the federal government so much.
No. A lot of businesses now make you sign things saying you're not going to do OnlyFans.
Well, it's also one of those things where
he's not wearing his prison guard uniform and, all of that shit. And
for sure, but creation of pornography is quasi-legal and in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like studio porn is 100% illegal.
Right.
There hasn't really been any court cases to just, show the legality of creating content for yourself because you run afoul of prostitution and pandering laws when you produce content.
Yep. And I think the other aspect of it is when you are working for a prison, they look through finances to make sure that you're not taking a kickback or a bribe. And so if somebody's in prison and is saying, well, my brother subscribes to her OnlyFans and just dumped $5,000 for kickbacks, you know what I mean?
Or blackmail.
Right. Or blackmail or whatever it is. And so he was doing that, but he did some very, I'm not going to say it out, what exactly he did, but he did some really shady shit when I was at my first collab house, that like big girl collab house. I went to a 30-person collab house. I was super excited because I was, went from like small town, one or two girls to a 30-person collab house with all these people and all these big creators. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. Left him at home and he did some shady shit. And I was like, nope, not fucking around with it. Packed up his shit, and he wasn't living with me, but he had a lot of his shit at my house type.
Get your toothbrush, motherfucker. Time to go.
Yeah. Yep. So my first big collab house, I kicked that dude to the curb, and yeah. It's just hard because I think that trying to date within this industry, I had one other dude since I've blown up on, I don't know if it's blown up, but whatever, since I've been really active in OnlyFans that I tried to date, and again, he gets so fucking that the prison dude, I was just doing girl content. Wasn't going to do boy-girl.
Which is hilarious to me that dudes are okay with like, oh, it's okay if you fuck this other person as long as they don't have a penis.
Right. Like, it is what it is. But I think it's almost driving into their fantasy. I think that's what it is, oh, two girls and us would be hot.
Well, no. It's also just insecurity when it's another dude.
Right.
Like, oh, another woman couldn't possibly threaten anything we got going on. No, because she doesn't understand how women's genitalia works better than you, possibly.
Right. And I am super bi. Like, I like girls. Have I ever left a dude for a girl? No. But
not directly, but apparently you left him for 30.
I did. Well, there's some dudes there too, and that made him super insecure. But I was like, I'm not going to fuck anyone. If that's our rules within our boundaries, like, I respect those boundaries within a relationship.
And if he can't trust that, he shouldn't be there.
Right. 100%. And then the other dude, he knew at that time, he came into my life knowing that I was doing boy-girl content. I was upfront and honest, and I was like, I'm not going to stop doing boy-girl content.
Nor should you.
No, for you. And so if you're entering into this relationship, it's with the caveat that I'm going to do this. But it is not what you think it is, because literally at the end of the filming scene, we fucking high five. Let's high five. That's fucking hot. We're going to make bank off that shit. But he got super controlling and jealous and weird too. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that shit. Like, he's like, before every time you leave for a trip, the day you leave, you need to spend the night, and the day you come back. And at first I was like, okay, well, I can try to do that. And then I was like, dude, I have kids. I have kids that want to see me too. Like, I can't, my kids need to come first.
Right. That's first and foremost when you're dating someone who's a single parent. Like, you have to understand the kids come first.
Right.
I try not to date people with kids.
Yeah. 100%. And it became too needy. And I was like, meh. I'm going to go back to just traveling, do my thing, and taking off. And I don't know.
Do you at least get some strange while you're out traveling?
I don't, because when you have to be tested for collab trips, like, it fucks things up. My job fucks up my like one night stands. Like, it fucks it because you don't want to ruin your test.
Well, they invented these things called condoms.
Yeah, but the rules of testing, I know. But I guess I could tack on an extra day and then just go get laid. Like, I'm going to Vegas. After this. So tomorrow I leave here to go to Vegas. And so Tuesday to Friday morning-ish, I am or Thursday night, I guess, I'm working. So I'm going to collab, I'm going to whatever, but I'm in Vegas till Monday. So Friday to Monday, technically. But I basically raised my little brother, and he found out that I was getting this condo for a week, and he's like, hey, could I have my bachelor party at your condo for free? Can we just come crash it, like me and all my groomsmen and all the shit? And I was like, sure, dude, whatever. But then, the messed up people on the internet, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna be the entertainment for your brother's bachelor party?" And I was like, "Fuck no!" He is my blood brother.
Yeah,
I
that's
raised
fucked
this
up.
dude.
Now, fucking one of his friends,
Well,
that's a different story.
That is not off the table,
right? That's a different story. Fucking one of the groomsmen.
I mean, some of them are a little on the nerdy side. Actually, again,
What's wrong with nerds? Whoa.
I am a nerd myself.
Why would you even put that out there?
I know. Well, they are
Socially awkward?
Yeah. You know, when there's certain nerds that can't talk to women.
Oh, that should be even more entertaining for you.
I just make them fucking squirm. I make them squirm. The one dude's, he's kind of cool. And he's going to,
you should make him get tested before he comes into Vegas then. Turn him out.
Be like, I got some girls for you.
Are you coming for a bachelor party? I need you to take a test.
One of them is Minneapolis PD officer. So he is coming. He's cool. He's cool as shit. And then another one is, he's sober, which was like, everyone else is talking about getting fucking absolutely annihilated. So I don't know if you're the voice of reason, but I don't know if I'd trust your reason.
Who wants a voice of reason at the fucking
at a bachelor party? Yeah. Like, why are you here, dude? But he's cool. He's cool. But and the other dude, I have no, again, they were a couple years younger than me. I basically raised my little brother, whatever. He's always worn a bow tie. And he's just this nerdy little, and in the early 2000s, bow ties weren't cool. Like, I mean, now they're kind of like trending and kind of cool. But in the early 2000s.
In formal wear, not just everyday fucking, hey, we're at the craps table. Why are you wearing a bow tie, dude? You're
like, that's a bow tie? Good bow tie? That's.
I definitely say you hit a bow tie and make him get a tap.
Yeah. So, but
come on. Fucking my brother's nerdy friend at his bachelor party. Tell me that content wouldn't move.
It would, because everyone thinks already that that's my plan, that I'm the stripper at the bachelor party, which I'm not.
Obviously not.
Right. But, you know, people's fucked up, not fucked up. I shouldn't say that. Kinky fantasies. Everyone.
No. When it's actual incest, it's fucked up.
True that.
That's where genetic abnormalities come from. That's how you end up with a Habsburg chin.
Yeah. So
and we all know you're fertile, so we definitely don't want that. Sorry.
Yeah, 100%. Like so that is what I'm doing. So I could technically hook up with someone non-tested for fun off camera from Friday to Monday in Vegas.
We're gonna try though.
It depends. My brother's that brother. I have two brothers. That brother is super cool. Like he'd be like, "Get it, John."
It's your condo. It doesn't matter. You don't need his permission.
Right. And he knows about toxic dick, and he's always like, "What the fuck, girl? Again? You did that again?"
Saying you should go get some strange in real life.
Right.
It's an important part of life.
It is. Off-camera sex is healthy in this industry.
It is. Like, oh my God, you don't have to open up for camera.
Right. Or play a role or pretend. And people don't realize like the start and stop of angles and the, you know.
Shit cramps.
Right. And arching and eye contact and doing this and doing that. And it makes it.
Oh, it was really funny before we got on camera. She's just like, so do I stare at camera like this the whole time or do I look at you?
I'm so used to like, okay, I have to look at the camera the whole time, right?
I just have to sit here and make love to the camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm
having a converation with you, Matt. But
yeah, I'm not going to look you in the eyes. That's weird.
Whoa, that's way too intimate. Whoa. Now I'm uncomfortable.
No eye contact. We don't make eye contact.
Put your psychology degree to work. Like you're making me uncomfortable.
I'm going to put you in a trance right now.
Did
it work?
Did not consent to this. Boundaries. I thought these were important to you. Boundaries.
But, you know, when you're on camera, it's just different. And even the prep work, like, I mean, porn's not always real. I mean, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It's not always real. Like male talent sometimes takes injections in their dick to be hard. And sometimes they take pills to be hard. You know,
and sometimes they still fail.
Yep. And sometimes we have cum lube because they can't actually. Right. Because when they shoot 10 scenes in a day, they are a biologically human male. And coming 10 times in a day is sometimes difficult for majority of the male population.
When I was in my teenage years, it was doable.
Right.
These days, I'm ecstatic if I can go 3 times.
Right.
Ecstatic.
Right. And so 10, yes, they can be hard because they take things to make sure they're hard. So it's not. Which
could also do damage in the long term.
Yes. I was in Nashville last month, and they were talking about the first time that they shot their dicks up for hard. He was hard for 20 some hours.
Yeah,
and he had to go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, okay, I have to insert this giant ass fucking needle in your cock and drain out the blood. So I'm going to walk out. I'm going to give you 20 minutes to calm yourself down. And if it doesn't work, I'm sticking this in. And he's like, okay. He's like, so I started meditating and breathing. And he's like, I anything to keep my mind off.
I would have gotten ice cubes.
Right? But I guess, they were saying Benadryl or something actually helps it go down.
Well, it's the aspirin's the same reason, you can take an aspirin regimen to, prevent heart diseases.
Right.
Same sort of shit.
Right. Exactly. So, it takes.
Why am I telling people I know things?
No. But still, it is difficult to be a male. Girls can fucking fake it. they can fake it.
Oh yeah, no.
Men can.
With enough lubricant and some acting.
Right.
You could be in any scene.
Right. I can do it all. Sometimes you're like, I don't know if I can do that. But
and there can still be repercussions for it. Tears still happen.
Yes. Well, and
it can throw off your pH levels.
Well, that too. But you wash with boric acid after every scene, and hygiene and all that kind of is very, very much important. But there's some larger creators that are fucking. I had one guy I was filming with, and he was the biggest talent I've filmed with, and he leaned over in the middle of the scene and whispered in my ear, and he's like, "Now I'm going to move your cervix over," and I was like, what the fuck?
Does that turn you on a little?
I was like, you can do that? Is that possible? I mean, it was hot, but you can just move how do you move the cervix over?
Practice.
Right. I mean, if you're that well equipped, you have lots of practice. Yeah. I had to film a custom the other day. It was a fisting custom. It's the first time I've ever had a fisting custom. He wanted me to use my own hand. I have a fisting toy at home, but he wanted me to use my hand. Never fisted myself. I've had other people fist me, whatever, but fist myself, whatever. I didn't realize that wearing a ring when you're fisting yourself will bruise. So I bruised it. So
how would you not?
Just so you know.
That was a big oversight.
Yeah. Lesson we all
you feeling all right now?
Yeah. Lesson learned. Sometimes you have to learn lessons the hard way. That metal rings will bruise you if you're fisting.
Yeah. Metal rings are not supposed to be internal.
What? I did once. Well, I used to, not anymore, have my hood pierced that's not metal ring. Those are metal balls, and it's not all the way up in there. But I ended up having to take it out because I was super into working out, and every time I'd go on the elliptical, my balls would fall out. I'd be at this public gym, and then you hear ding, 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 and I'm like, yeah, yep, that was me again. That's yep. Sorry.
Fashion and working out just don't go hand in hand.
Yeah. But it was fun while it lasted.
How long did it last?
I had it for probably a year, and that was before my filming time. That was just when I was just a kinky social worker hitting toxic dick. So.
Did it help with the toxic dick?
It did. I mean, it did. It hit real different. It hit really, really different. I used to have all these piercings, and then, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old now because I just gave up on them. I had my nipples pierced on 3 different occasions. Don't have them anymore. The last time that I just called it quit and was like, I'm done, is I got in a car accident. I was T-boned, and I broke all my ribs, and I lacerated my liver. And is T-boned and had my nipples pierced. And my fucking mom shows up to the ER because I was on the phone with her after the accident. She showed up to the scene, whatever. She walks in, and the nurse is taking out my nipple rings. And again, small town, conservative, religious mom. And I'm like, I am so sorry, Mom. So, I do have my nipples pierced. Again, you can still do missionary with lights off with your nipples pierced, Mom. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I would be willing to wager the hypocrisy of all these people that they're not just missionaries lights out.
No, but they are very much judgmental like that.
Oh, yeah.
They
As I say, not as I do.
100%. Because all the motherfuckers. So I accidentally doxed myself when I first came out on OnlyFans. I didn't realize that my OnlyFans Instagram was linked to my personal Facebook.
Moops.
My bad. My bad. And I couldn't figure out why all these fucking dudes from high school. I was like, word got out in a small town. I wonder how that got out.
You did it.
Me. That's how that got out. And the amount of the dudes from my small town that I went to high school with, they, spend a shit ton of money and they're like, yeah, I'm married to so-and-so that we also went to high school with. Please don't tell her I just spent $3,000 on you. And I was like, dude, why the fuck would I tell her?
Like, why would I fuck with my money?
Right. That's my money. Like, keep paying me, dude. Like, why the fuck would I tell her? I don't give a shit.
If you stop.
Right. Exactly. Like,
You fucked up now, motherfucker.
Actually, you're required for the rest of your life to subscribe. So
Yeah, if I don't see that fucking clearance next month, maybe send her a friend request.
Right, exactly. Like, I don't know. So they are secretly, but don't dare tell anyone.
And this is why people just need to get over what fucking other people think about them.
Right. And that's why I don't give a shit. Like,
nor should you.
Right. And I think part of it too is like, I think I try to, when I do certain film stuff, I definitely do stuff that engages in the male-dominated industry too, or the male-dominated interests. Like, I have one that I went out to a deer stand. And on a boat, we were fishing and we were on a boat and like different things like that, because those are things that guys are like, oh, that'd be so fucking hot. I'm sitting out here in the deer stand jacking off. I'm gonna fucking get fucked right now, or just hiking through the woods and there comes a girl and we just bend her over a tree and fuck her right now. And that's the kind of shit, because it's
a fantasy.
It's a fantasy. And that's small town Midwest shit that I fucking feed into. And even on my TikToks and shit, like I last winter went out to Colorado and we were at some, I don't know, Cabela's or some fucking hunting store. And we filmed a bunch of stuff in the fish. Me and 4 other girls filmed a bunch of TikToks and reels and took pictures in the fishing aisles and whatever of this store. And then I didn't release it to Minnesota Fishing Opener weekend. And they're like, you already have all those girls up at the cabin? And I was like, no, dude, like this is completely premeditated. Like,
the amount of people who don't realize that it's a production.
Right. Yeah. They have no idea that I have stuff. I have stuff from last 4th of July because I was oversaturated with 4th of July content that I'm going to release this year, because why not?
One. That's why people should be a little more skeptical on the internet.
What? No, believe everything you see on the internet, actually.
Well, hell, I just saw a creator the other day post something about a break-in and someone putting an AirTag on our car.
Mm-hmm.
And then looked at the police footage she provided from her Ring cameras as part of that, and it's from 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, girl, you need to like crop that in a little bit so the date's still, because it's real easy to figure out that like this just didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. I had people not breaking my house. Well, I've had people come to my house and all that kind of stuff too. But I think that you have to realize that the more we go viral, the more money we make.
Yeah.
And so the more we can get onto some sort of stream or whatever drama happens, whether it's good or bad, publicity is publicity. And so
I'm of 2 mindsets on that.
Right.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Right.
I'm also of the opinion, like, if you're presenting your content as being authentic, you should be authentic.
Yes. And that I do. Do I run my mouth and talk shit? Fuck yeah. Do I take advantage of different things? Fuck yeah.
Oh no, you should. Believe me, a good chunk of my social media engagement is from creative editing on this. But
oh yeah,
none of this is staged. None of this is, hey, it would be really viral if you said this, Jen.
No. And
I don't like that.
No.
And that's for me.
And I firmly believe that, but I also don't want to, like, if I had people show up at my house, fuck yeah. And I made a post, but I took it down right away, because my thoughts of that too is like, then are you going to get copycats? Then are you going to get, all these things that I don't want to, not that I have to give people ideas, but I don't want to give people ideas, if that makes sense.
No, it definitely does. It's also, does everything have to be for social media?
No, not. You can have some things that are private.
Yeah.
It's allowed.
I believe so.
Right.
Last I
Sometimes,
checked.
I don't know. It's in my contract with my boss, and I own my own business. I don't know. Maybe she's a bitch sometimes.
Sometimes she drinks on the job.
She's like, God, you're going to get drunk on a Tuesday. Except for it's a Monday. But
It's Monday, yeah.
See, that's what happens when you
It's
drink on the
Tuesday
job.
somewhere.
Right. Maybe when you release this, it'll be a Tuesday. I just
It'll
know
be a Thursday.
Oh, it's a Thursday.
Wait, didn't know what the release schedule is. Ouch. She has never even seen a full episode.
I've watched, like, that's how I watch movies on TikTok, just by every 15-second clips of an SVU.
You know, there's like evil fucking soap operas that are based on it. They have apps where they will do like a 90-minute movie in 30 to 45-second chunks and then charge you coins to get the next episode. Like, they'll give you like the first 5 episodes for free.
Can I do that with porn?
Probably. Actually, in all honesty, someone should be doing that.
Yes. I mean, I guess, is that kind of like sexting, no?
Well, yes and no, because sexting is interactive. Like,
yeah,
the ones I've seen are like soap operas, and each 15-second ends on a weird cliffhanger. So you're like, what happens next?
Is she going to come? Is she going to squirt in this one? She's going to stick it in her ass?
Well, it's just like, and then go to the like, if you want to see more, pay some coins.
Tip me some more, man. Tip me some more. I get that. I definitely get that.
There's new ways.
You got an app for that? You're going to come up with that app next?
I've too many other technology products that I'm in market with at the moment. So,
well, it's good. If I knew anything about technology, like, I was a social worker. Everyone's like, oh, math. No, math and technology. No, I'm just going to fix your brain, or make it, not really fix it. I'm going to like lead you on a less toxic path. I'm just not going to listen to my own advice.
You're going to project.
Yes. Like, actually, these are my problems, and I'm going to help you fix your problems by not fixing my problems. Just do porn is the answer to every problem you had. If you just did porn, your life would be better.
I wholeheartedly disagree. Honestly, when I have civilian friends who are like, I want to get into the industry, I want to do, and I try to talk people out of it.
Oh, me too. Actually, me too.
Being sincere, but
no, 100%. I have had, again, small town Minnesota, so I have girls come to me and they're like, "Hey, I want to be rich like you, and I want to do this and this and this," and I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "But I don't want my kids to find out. I don't want my baby daddy to find out. I don't want my mom to find out." I was like, "Don't do it. One of the first girls I coached in this industry, she was from Minnesota. She lived, I don't know, like 30 minutes away from me. And whatever, we did our thing. We did a first movie. We did a first live together. And she's like, okay, I don't care who finds out as long as my baby daddy doesn't find out. We did the first live together. Guess who was a longtime follower of me? Her baby daddy followed me. Not that, he disclosed his name. I think his name was like Ass Eater 69 or something really, really generic.
Not Molly's baby daddy?
No, it's weird.
I know.
It was weird. So I didn't know it was him until she's like, "Did you know he followed you?" And I was like, "I don't even know your baby daddy's actual real life first name. Why the fuck would..."
I don't know what this man looks like.
Right. I know what his dick looks like. You didn't show me a dick picture.
That's illegal. That's a crime.
Right? Like I didn't. So yeah. So if you are trying to hide it from anyone, then don't do it. Don't do it.
Also, if you're not willing to accept the social stigmas, if you're not really in it for the long haul, because this is a protected class,
right?
100% employers could be like, "Oh, you did that once?"
Right.
Nope.
Right. 100%. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. And even the people that I know some girls that have like blocked out the state of Minnesota. And I was like, there's people that use different things to get around that, right? Like,
well, and also, unfortunately, there are Discords full of leaks.
Right. Or even just like Google, Google my name. You're going to find so much fucking, like, do I pay a company to take it down? Yeah. But as soon as they take it down, there's 20 more that pop up. And yeah, just like TikTok, if you also search BarefootMamaMn on TikTok, there's probably 500 BarefootMamaMn pages. And I have 6. I do have 6. But But the rest of them are not me. And those are the ones that are going to be hustling you in DMs. Those are the ones that are friending you first and following you first and all that kind of stuff. You have to realize that most legitimate models are not going to be talking to you in TikTok, Instagram, any of those DMs, because those platforms will ban you if they think that you are soliciting in the DMs. And so I will not fuck around in DMs whatsoever, because I'm not going to risk losing my 175,000 Instagram account for your $5 you're going to send me.
Oh, for sure. Hell, I am a person who legitimately people should be reaching out to in the DMs.
Right.
And I'm skeptical.
Right.
Like, if I receive a DM, like a follow and a DM from someone I don't actually know, the first thing I'm going to look at is like, do we have mutuals?
Right.
And if we don't have mutuals, I'm just ignoring it.
100%. You have to be safe, because you don't want to risk your account, and the average Joe doesn't understand that.
Right.
And they want to be, and this comes back to psychology and the OnlyFans industry in general, is that people want to be loved and accepted so bad that they're willing to follow for bullshit. I mean, this is even in my real life. Like, I will take those breadcrumbs and I will eat those breadcrumbs up and then get toxic dick. But
at least it's exciting.
Right. At least that's exciting. But, some of these people want to be loved so bad that they think that I'm reaching out to them and telling them that they're special, and to send me X amount of dollars if you want to continue to feel special, and they're not. I had a fan send a scammer $6,000, and I was like, first off, girl, what is your game that you got this dude to send you $6,000 in one pop? Because I don't have game. No one sent me $6,000 in one pop. You
have to fake some injuries.
I guess I
do. Medical bills are.
Yeah, my bad. I don't have good game. And then he got mad at me that whatever she promised him, I didn't deliver because it wasn't me.
Right.
And he sent me like the Cash App. Picture of the Cash App that he had sent, and it was some other girl's name. And I was like, dude, you know my name. You know BarefootMamaMn. You know that my name is Jen. I can't remember what the girl's name, but it's clearly some other username. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? What the fuck?
That he had an erection that needed to be
right.
taken care of.
That cost $6,000. I hope you got it taken care of, dude, because that's an expensive.
Well, and it's wild to me. Like, I've had other performers on, like, very top of the game performers on, who are making deep into six figures a month on OF. Have people come at them and be like, what happened with your medical bills? I sent you $10,000. Like, dog, think about this critically. This person publicly admits to making 6 figures a month on OF. What do they need your $10,000 for? Like,
yep. Like, don't. And that's why I said that, I always tell people, just talk to me on OnlyFans. They're like, you just want me to pay the $4 a month. And I was like,
well, yes.
Well, yeah, but $4 is going to save you $6,000.
It'll be $6,000 over time instead of lump sum.
I'm gonna slowly take that $6,000 from you instead of all at once. But then you know that it's verified, and you're talking to me, and you're not talking to some random 50-year-old from another country. Like, it is legit
well,
me.
With some people's profiles, you may be talking to a 50-year-old.
Yes, that too. But that is true. But for me, it's legit me and all of that kind of stuff. Like, even, again, I started screaming on Kick lately. It's been 3 weeks. But somebody's like, you need to set up a Discord. And I was like, I don't want to fucking talk to people. And they're like, no, you need to. If you're streaming, you need a Discord and whatever. So I went to go sign up for a Discord. Turns out there's already a BarefootMamaMn on Discord. So there's already been a scammer, I guess, on that page of me. And I didn't know that one existed because I was dragging my feet.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Somebody's like, turn him in. I was like, but does that do anything? Like, I know TikTok and Instagram's okay. TikTok and Facebook are notorious. They don't ever take any scam away accounts down ever.
Well, do you own your trademark?
I mean, I do have a trademark, but I don't know how to fucking do that shit. I have to email. I would probably. Yeah. I need a company that just does that for me.
Well, and like, if they're using your images and like it's IP you own,
yeah,
you could definitely DCMA.
Yeah.
Do a takedown there. And Meta does respond to those.
Oh, really? See, Instagram, I can get Instagram shit taken down like nothing, but Facebook, for some reason, I was like, you guys are owned by the same fucker. Why why is Facebook?
Well, don't claim scam account, like that they're using your intellectual property.
Right. That's probably the difference in that.
Yeah. Like, oh, no. Good luck scamming with none of my pictures.
Right. And barefoot, barefoot mama. I'm just a barefoot hippie. I know. And then I became barefoot mama before I did OnlyFans. So I accidentally put myself in the foot fetish category, not realizing what I did until I was too committed to the bit. And I was like, oh shit. Cause again, I'm just a barefoot hippie. I'm just a barefoot hippie posting during COVID and shit. And it is
shoes on right now, by the way, folks.
Do I?
Did you take them off?
Yes.
They were on last I checked.
I'm from the Midwest. It's disrespectful to wear shoes in people's houses. I am from the.
Oh, you did take them
I
off.
did. It's disrespectful, man. I'm from small town Minnesota. That's a sign of respect. Or maybe it's to get kinky. I don't know.
Not that kind of show. I do not consent to such things, Jen.
Yeah, get shoes on.
I do not consent to you being barefoot. Not that I'm wearing shoes either.
Right. But it's a sign of respect.
I didn't even put on pants for this.
Good. That's the way it should be. Getting comfortable.
I'm in my own fucking home, so.
I did just walk up in this bitch.
She was like, am I in the right place?
Is this where I belong? I don't. It looks like it's set up. I guess. I don't know.
There's a little confusion why we were both here.
Right. Weird.
We're making it work, though. We're figuring it out. We're making it work.
Yeah. So I put myself in the barefoot. I was just barefoot hippie, and then I went viral on TikTok for doing the weather report, and everyone's like, "Show me your feet," and I was like, "What? Show me, why do you want to see my feet? I'm just talking about the weather."
Why were you confused about that?
Well, because it took a minute to register. I was like, I'm talking that it's currently snowing in Minnesota and we're getting a foot of snow and you want to see my feet.
I'm pretty sure if you're a woman in America on the internet, they want to see your feet.
Yeah. Yep.
So even without the name, I don't know why that was confusing.
Yep. And then all of a sudden it hit me and I was like, oh, my bad. I see what I did there. I get it. My bad. That's, yeah. Yep. But being in the foot fetish community now, I prefer to be barefoot. Barefoot in the grass, step on shit, whatever. ChatGPT had me cover my feet in ranch dressing because that's a Midwest thing. Whole nother story the other day. All
right.
We're just gonna slide past that. But I do have a video, a foot video with ranch dressing available.
It's fucked up. They don't allow urine and blood, but they allow ranch dressing.
I mean, it kind of looks like cum.
If that came out of my dick, I would see a doctor so fast. So fast. Especially if it was like a chunky.
Yeah. This is like a high quality ranch and it has, like some sort of seasoning in it. Yeah.
There were specks of like color.
Yeah, like green.
Yeah.
Green is not a good color. The color
No.
your cum. I wouldn't say, yeah, yeah.
Ladies,
But ChatGPT tells me a lot of things and I'm like, I'm trusting you, ChatGPT. You are AI and you're not going to lead me astray, right?
oh yeah, the program that hallucinates and makes shit up. No, definitely not.
No. They're like, you want to do ranch dressing on your feet? You want to, girl. You want to.
ChatGPT get involved in this?
Because I've been talking to ChatGPT about like branding and my brand, and my brand is more like small town Midwest, bare feet, hippie, whatever, and this Midwest brand, and I was like, okay, like I want to do some feet content stuff. Give me some ideas, and like, oh, your brand is Barefoot Mama, feet content and Midwest, and combining the two, the best thing is ranch dressing. I was like, is it?
How did it sell?
It was actually doing quite well.
Awesome.
I thought it was odd.
Yeah, it's odd.
It's odd, but odd things mix things up. It sells.
Well, it's novel,
right? They're like, well, I like ranch. Even the non-feet guys, they're like, well, I would eat ranch dressing off of you.
Yeah, it's like, well, I can watch a brunette MILF get railed, or I could see ranch dressing. Well, what have I seen before?
I mean, you could watch me get railed covered in ranch dressing. Maybe that one's to come. That would definitely be a hotel because I'm not fucking doing that in my house.
Yeah, that's a wise move.
Yeah. Yeah. I was in a hotel when I covered my feet in ranch dressing too, just FYI.
I think most things should be in hotels, just so you're not letting strangers into your home.
True that.
As I record a podcast in my apartment.
Right. Yeah. You don't know about me.
You gonna rob me?
I might. I'm just gonna give you some free therapy, actually.
How's that going for me?
I don't know. You call me in a day or two and see if you need another session.
Oh, this is how you lay the breadcrumbs. You're just trying to hang out. Jeez. You could be more forthright about it. Yes, Jen, I will hang out with you. You don't have to try to manipulate me into calling.
Oh.
We have each other's number.
Yes, you do have my number. Normally make people pay for that shit.
I am sure I will pay, just not in currency. Psychological trauma, I'm sure, is coming my way.
You're going to be like, you're right. My mom and dad didn't love me.
Oh, no, I'm fully aware that they were very broken human beings that should not have bred.
Yes. So,
You didn't have to agree so quick. Jeez.
I've never met them. Can I meet your mom?
I get you on the phone with her.
You want her to have a therapy session as well?
Couldn't hurt.
Right. My mom could probably use some therapy too. My dad's dead, so no helping him. So, no helping him. But my mom probably.
Oh, no, he's dead. He's already been helped.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah. I have mommy and daddy issues. That's probably why I am the way I am. But my mom did the best I could. And once I had a baby at 17, she was there for my kids and her husband was there for my kids. So like we came around. Like we have a good relationship now because she's good to my kids. Like there's some people that are better grandparents than parents.
Yeah. Well, not everyone's fucking equipped to do the job.
Right.
Some people should not be doing the job in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
And some people have fucking egos and I'm like, I just want a mini-me. Or this is what society tells me I should be doing.
Or what's a new trend right now is content babies. And I was like, barf. Fucking gross.
Okay, that's absolutely gross.
That's gross. But have you seen that?
No, that's not the kind of content I consume.
Yeah. Like fucking there is
Like if a child pops up on my phone, I throw it.
right. I was part of, like I said before, I was part of a coaching program with 3 other coaches, and there were some girls that would post their children on the page that they still advertise their OnlyFans on, and I am very anti. I will say that to anyone's face. I do not support that in any way, shape, or form. You should not be posting your children on a social media platform that you solicit OnlyFans.
Right, because they're minors and they can't consent.
Right. And the amount of fucking pervs in this world. And again, I did child protection for a very long time, and men will manipulate, and women, it goes both ways, will manipulate the parents in order to get access to the child. It's not some fucking stranger hiding in the bushes. It's going to be somebody you trust. Yeah. And why would you allow that? It grosses me out. Just fucking grosses me out.
That grosses me out. The people that are doing fake breastfeeding videos so they can show their tits, like,
yeah,
come on, there's got to be a better way.
Yeah, but that I think goes into the aspect of any publicity, good or bad, is still publicity, and no. It's
not for me.
No.
Well, also, no one would buy that I'm breastfeeding.
I mean, you could try. You wanna try it.
Get away from my nipples.
You got a baby?
You're making me uncomfortable, Jen. No nipples. No. I mean, I show my nipples on here all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Flash those titties.
Like what?
Does IG take your topless pictures down too?
I do not.
Damn it. They're so sexist.
They are. You should just tell them you identify as male, and they couldn't.
Minnesota just passed a bill that it's okay to be topless outside for women.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Because it's the person who's sexualizing its fault, not the person who owns the nipples.
Minnesota is behind the time. I mean, we did just allow alcohol sales on Sundays, 3-4 years ago in Minnesota. So we are progressing.
Which is wild for a blue state.
Yeah. It's
Well, you're blue because of population centers. I know.
Yeah. Yep. But that's prohibition law. Even if we're blue, Wisconsin gets a lot of business from us.
Well, but Wisconsin's wild too because Wisconsin, you can't sell packaged goods late.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't probably know.
You can drink in the bars. You can buy whenever, but they stopped selling alcohol real fucking early. Well, at least in Southeast Wisconsin,
Right.
and I know in Milwaukee that's because of their tavern league has such political clout that they don't want people to be able to buy packaged goods, so they have to go to bars.
That's so crazy.
It's like, please drink and drive, please.
Well, and in Wisconsin, because I was shady as a minor child, you can drink legally in bars if you're underage, as long as your parents present. And so again, like I at 16 was a lobbyist, so I would have these old men pretend that they're my dad, and bring me to bars in Wisconsin. I'd just get fucking fucked up and shit faced at 16 with some random strange old man that I just met, because why not? I mean, Wisconsin's only an hour away, and it sounded like it was a good decision at the time. So that's Wisconsin.
It is.
Yeah. And they're like, get it, girl. Whatever. We don't care. That old man definitely kind of looks like you. Sort of.
We barely make minimum wage. We make alternative and tips. It's not our job to actually give a fuck.
Right. Exactly. But it's interesting the dynamic of Minnesota versus Wisconsin, because obviously it's rivalry and all that kind of stuff. But
it's the weird dynamic of all state-based laws when we live in modern times and you can be in another state in under an hour. It's not a fucking day trip.
Right.
To be in a different state. Like, yes, state rights are important, but having wildly different laws when there's porous borders, real dumb. Like, Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Like, you can only buy hard liquor in state-run stores in Pennsylvania.
Minnesota, too.
So you can just roll into New Jersey and buy alcohol late and not state-run stores, like, or hell, with firearms, it's even crazier. It's because, like, I live in California, which is
very strict. I'm assuming
very, very strict when it comes to firearms. You can cash and carry firearms in Vegas, which is under a 4-hour drive.
Yeah,
make it make sense.
It is interesting, and firearms are very accessible in Minnesota as well, but I don't know the ins and outs of all those rules.
Well, it's just one of those things, like.
But the hunting is a big thing, a big fucking thing in Minnesota.
Well, and I'm just a proponent of on shit like that. Like, just figure out one federal law that works,
right?
And just make, because I don't care if it's loose or strict. There's so many guns out in the wild right now that
100%.
We're never getting away from being a gun culture.
There's people that I would walk into their homes, and maybe it also is the difference between me working in a small town versus the inner city, or the suburbs or whatever. Like, I would go into a home and there'd be a shotgun on the table, and I'd be like, dude, put that shit away. Versus I was talking to a Minneapolis or Hennepin County child protection worker, and they're like, shut the shit down. They ran out the door and all the shit. And I'm just like, just a shotgun.
Were they threatening you with it?
No, it's just laying on the table.
Exactly.
Same situation. Like, just tell them to put their shit away, and obviously coach them that they shouldn't leave fucking loaded firearms on the goddamn table.
This is why we're taking your kids, because you're leaving loaded firearms around.
Right. Just fucking lock that shit up. Do I think I'm in a danger? No. But, like,
is a kid in a danger to themselves with that?
Right.
Very much so.
Right. But I understand you just got out from deer hunting or shooting squirrels or whatever the fuck you were doing. But don't be a dumbass or lazy and take the extra 10 steps to your gun case and put it away.
Right. Unload it, lock it.
Right.
Put it away. Be a little safe.
Right. But 20 shotguns and, is normal where I live. Do I have 20 shotguns? No. Why the fuck would I need 20? Like, yeah, no. I've actually been hunting once. More like I did pheasant hunting. So with Toxic Dick Dude, he took me pheasant hunting as a vegetarian. And I basically just carried a gun and just walked through a field and watched his dog run around.
Did you feel like a badass?
I did. I mean, I shot a gun in the air. So
that's unsafe.
Well, out that way. Yeah. Not like directly up, like slightly angled air air shot.
Didn't hit anything?
No. Then I was super hungover too, though. So then I went and just took a nap in his truck. So yeah, that's life. I was like, no, I'm gonna do small town shit. I know I'm not gonna eat a pheasant because if I was gonna go back to eating meat, eating a pheasant first.
If you're gonna go back to eating meat, what would you eat first?
I think that easiest for my body to handle would probably either be fish or chicken. But pheasant is supposed to be very wild, gamey, tough. Like not wild game is probably not something. It's not for everyone. It's not a meat for everyone. Even people that do consume meat on a regular basis, not everyone enjoys the taste of pheasant.
Trying to think if I've had it. Probably.
It's just gamey.
Yeah.
Just gamey.
That's fine.
Right.
I've eaten all sorts of exotic meats, so.
My children do too, but my kids are half Japanese, so they eat a lot of Asian delicacies, and they like to do it too, because again, they are a minority in a small white town, so they like to just eat some messed up things just to get a reaction. There's a squid that you put like soy sauce on it,
yep.
And it like moves and shit. They like to do that in front of their friends as like a party trick. It's a cool party trick.
Hey, I ate horse last time I was in Tokyo.
Oh shit!
Raw, like horse sashimi, like raw horse.
Huh? How was that?
A little greasy, but not bad.
We have not been to Japan. We thought about it, but my kids are a little bit. My youngest is concerned. She's like, "Well, there's a lot of social norms that are different than the U.S."
Yeah.
And she, is very much into like crop tops and mini skirts and, all of that kind of stuff. And she's like, they're more conservatively dressed. And I was like, are they?
It's just different. Like short skirts and very high socks is a lot of the fashion there.
Right.
It's like, no, it's just different. Like,
right.
It's hot though. Oh,
is it in Tokyo?
No. I mean, like, I find that attractive. I find.
Oh, yes. I thought you meant it's hot. Like
no. Short.
The weather is hot.
Short skirts, high socks.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Yes. I have high socks, but again, I'm barefoot mama because I fucking don't like to wear stockings or tights or socks or shoes or heels, which I know the feet guys, they like that shit.
I hate to break you. I'm not looking for you to fulfill my sexual fantasies.
Damn it. That's why I came here. Should I go?
Not quite yet. Soon. I just need to clarify that I was not insinuating.
But I know that is a big, I get that request a lot. And the amount of high, like thigh high stockings that have been sent to me by people, it is a big thing.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. What about it's just like, yeah, that's hot.
Well, I was a surprise. I was a cheerleader in high school. I think a lot of girls in my industry were also cheerleaders. But
no, actually,
yeah.
I don't think a lot of them were. No, seriously.
Oh, really? I've heard that a lot.
At least on the mainstream side,
yeah.
A lot of people were like kind of drama nerds and like more like less popular kids. Like I've said many times, this is the island of misfit toys.
That is super interesting. Yeah. So a lot of the girls I've coached are like, yep, I was a cheerleader in high school, but like, it was when I was in high school, we were, again, the manipulation, stronghold we had to manipulate people. We convinced several members of the football squad that they needed to become basketball cheerleaders with us. And so we did because, it's when Bring It On was big. And so like, yeah, then we, you can put us up and, we're going to sit right here on the palm of your hand. And then up in the air, and that it'll be so fun. It'll be so fun. Just
high school boys are also idiots.
Yes. So they could touch her butts for nothing.
Yeah. Hormones are raging. Just the opportunity is just like, yeah, fucking in.
Right.
In.
They were 100% in, but that did in fact happen. But we did convince them. But yeah, no, a lot of girls in the OnlyFans world that I've met have also been cheerleaders, but cheerleaders aren't always like the pop. Like I was friends with everyone. I don't know.
Well, like 25 people went to your school. Understandable. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And half of them I'm related to. So My cousin can't hate me all the time.
Right? It makes reunions weird. Are we going to be cool now? Can we?
Only on Tuesdays. Yeah.
That's Monday.
100%. Fuck my cousins. It's Monday.
Oof, that's not the kind of content. Nope. But I want to circle back to the coaching thing. Like, what made you decide to actually get into like coaching other OF creators?
So I think part of that is that I am a social worker and I have done psychology. And so I've always just wanted to help people. And I feel like there's so much people in this world that you get so much backlash for being an OnlyFans creator. And we're very much a religious dominated society that doesn't respect what OnlyFans girls do. Yes, there's a lot of people who consume it, but outwardly they may pass hate.
They jerk off with one hand and point with the other.
Yes. And so I've seen it really fuck with girls' heads, and it has made girls suicidal and have body image issues and all of these things, and they think they have to change who they are in order to be successful in this industry. And I, as a psychologist and as a social worker, am like, I think these girls just need support, that they are fine and they're capable the way they are. And I wanted people to be able to have a safe place to even just come and vent. Because if you vent to your vanilla friend that, this dude wanted to do stepmommy porn and it made you feel uncomfortable, they're going to be like, what the fuck?
Isn't that your job?
Right. Isn't that what you signed up for? And so coaching, yes, step by step, how to be successful was part of it, and how to go viral on social media was part of it. But the other aspect of is just a safe place to be like, what the fuck? And to not get so wrapped up in the psychological aspect of this industry, because it is a hard industry to be in, because you do sometimes feel like an outsider within the society.
Yeah, it's unfortunately something you have to realize when you sign up for it.
Right. And the scary stuff that comes with it too, like the stalkers and people showing up at your house and all
the banking discrimination and the housing discrimination and all the
all of that. Bullshit. And people getting kicked out of their churches and all of that. So I wanted to create.
Whoa, they're doing you favors?
Yeah. Yes. Right. They're like, you can't be here anymore.
Like, I get to sleep in on Sundays now. Fuck you.
Right. Or people getting fired from their jobs.
I mean, that's an actual.
Right. A huge thing. So trying to give people that support, so that they don't feel so alone. But unfortunately, I don't think I went into business with the right people. So I did what was best for me and just took a step back at that time. So, and I wish those girls well. I'm not going to talk bad about them, but it was not right for.
So it was a paid coaching?
Yeah. A paid coaching program.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I've heard about some of the other paid coaching programs where it's just like, this feels like a scam.
Yeah. Some of them are definitely in that direction. And I did a lot of phone calls so any member that I did phone calls and was available all the time. But I definitely had to take a step back because it just didn't align with what I wanted to do. And
what were they doing?
To me, we weren't on the same page about what we wanted to present as we weren't on the same page, I think, is a lot of the aspect of what we did. And we just created significantly different content. And so it just created a lot of rifts within that industry. And I was like, no, you guys can continue doing what you're going to do. And I wish you well, and I wish you the best, and you do you, but I'm just not doing that. But in the future, but I'm always open. Even the girls that, even though I'm no longer a coach, you're no longer paying me to be a coach, I still have those girls reaching out. And I run several Telegram groups two, not several, two Telegram groups for free now to do basically the same coaching program. I don't offer the one-on-one phone calls, but the same thing I was doing to get paid for, I just offer it for free now for new girls, just so that there's some sort of community and networking. And we all as a community can basically be that backbone and therapeutic outlet for people. And they don't have to pay for that. And they're like, why would you do that for free? Like, you are a big creator. Why would you offer these things up for free? And my response to that is, I'm a firm believer in karma. And if I am traveling, even if I'm not going to work with you, if you want to meet me for coffee at 6 a.m. and we're going to take some pictures and we'll make a reel or two, I don't know, maybe that's going to go viral and you will blow up tomorrow. I'm not going to just brush you off because you were this little creator today, because I don't know. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, and I'm not going to exclude you because of it.
Oh, wholeheartedly. I mean, that's one of the things doing this that like boggles my mind when people are like, oh, you don't have enough of a following, I don't want to have you on. Like, my litmus test for being on the shows,
right?
Can you have an interesting conversation? Do you have something interesting to say?
Right.
Because I'd much rather have a performer who has 2,000 fucking followers and has a life story and interesting shit to say than someone who has 6 figures, 1 million followers, doesn't care about promoting this.
Yep. They just got on. Because with OnlyFans, if you got on during the pandemic, like there was a peak time and you can be a millionaire just because you hit it at the right time. But, are not that entertaining.
Right.
No offense, girls, but that's reality.
Well, at the end of the day, as a host, if I'm not entertained by the conversation I'm having, I can't expect my audience to be.
Right, 100%. 100%. And so I am very much into networking. And so I created basically what I was offering for the paid program, other than the one-on-one, because the one-on-one coaching calls, I would go through your OnlyFans page. I would be like looking through your stats, looking through your statistics, looking at what you sent out from SDMs, looking at your whole entire process. That obviously takes time and effort and all of that I don't have time for. But the rest of the things I was offering in the coaching program, the networking and even the events. I still host events where girls can come and collaborate. I try to do at least 2 to 3 events a year that I host, that girls come in and we do social media together and we do adult content together and we do all these things. I talk about boundaries. We set up all those things. So I try to create that avenue for girls to have that without them having to pay for it. I recognize through the coaching, a lot of these girls that are coming into this industry or coming into coaching or coming in based off in a kind of in a desperate state. Like, it's not the 0%ers majority of the time they're coming for coaching. It's the girls just starting off and they're like, I don't know how I'm going to pay my mortgage. I don't know how I'm going to pay my light bill. I don't know how I'm going to make it through to the next step. And, these coaching programs are wanting you to pay $300-$400 a month or whatever it is.
Well, because they're scams.
Right. And you're telling me I can't keep my lights on. I don't, why aren't you putting the $300 towards your lights and then we can network together? And I it is what it is.
Well, for sure. And it's also the psychology of those coaching programs of like, if they were cheap or free, people would be less likely to sign up for them because like, oh, well, if this is an opportunity to make that much money, why would someone give that away?
Right, exactly. And so, if you can make $1, I get it. Your time's valuable. That's why I don't do a deep dive into people's accounts just because it does take time to do that. But if I can be your support person, and you have to realize if I'm your support person, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm going to get to you when I get to you. It sounds insensitive. I understand that, but I'm human and I have a life. And
you're human. You have a life.
I know, but I'm also like a little OCD, so I hate having notifications on my phone. So I have to like open every text message and every Telegram message, and all the notifications have to be cleared. Otherwise, it drives me absolutely.
Good to know.
Stop texting me, Matt. Stop.
Someone who has your phone number. Good to know.
You're like
when you don't respond, you're like, oh, she's actively ignoring me. Yep, got it.
I put you on mute again.
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 Wow.
You
Wow.
had it for how many hours?
I've had it for under 24 hours. Like, I put it on mute again.
Yeah, you're muted. It was way
I'm
too
so
much.
fucking needy. So fucking needy just giving you my address and telling you I got your White Claws. Fucking needy.
Damn it. But no, I try to be helpful. Yes, I'm not a psychologist right now. I'm just an OnlyFans girl, but I try to be helpful. And, you know, the biggest thing in my networking groups is the amount of girls that came in that said, like, they've tried other groups and they have been shunned or they said that this group or that group have made them feel stupid because they didn't know some basic things in the OnlyFans world. And I was like,
yes, you need a 2257.
Right, exactly. Or even like, how do you send a mass DM? How do you do this? How do you do that? What's allowed on TikTok? And me going from mom-tok to OnlyFans TikTok, that was a hard learning curve. That was a hard learning curve. And if I could save other girls from having to learn that hard learning curve, because now that when people tell me that, I'm like, well, no, duh. But at the time, I'm like, no, I was dumb. Or maybe I was thirsty. I don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
Right, exactly. And so why not? I'm not going to shame you for that. We don't know what you don't know. Why? Don't be a bitch about it.
I'm much more likely to shame you about shit you claim you know that you know nothing about.
Right, 100%.
Than asking a fucking question.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing will piss me off more than you fucking Dunning-Krugering your fucking way through this shit and being like, no, you're absolutely fucking wrong, and you're actually potentially harming people
100%
with your lack of knowledge and your confidence you know what the fuck you're doing.
Right. And there'll be some coaches or models that'll be like, okay, I know you say you're struggling and I know you say you can't keep your lights on, but maybe you should take out a $20,000 mortgage on your house and just buy a whole bunch of promo. And I was like, don't fucking do that, for the love of God. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
That's some house flipper shit.
Right. And people do that. And they think that if they get 20 grand worth of promo, they're going to make all this money. And don't do it. Promo fucking sucks these days and age, first off. But like,
well, it's also, promotion isn't a guarantee.
Right.
How many multi-million-dollar movies are promoted to fuck?
Right.
That are your fucking whole mortgage spent in an advertising budget, and people still won't go out and see it.
Yep. 100%. And I would rather have, what I tell people is the best promo I actually got was not the free trial link shit that you get on OnlyFans. The best promo I have gotten is actually going to club houses and working with other models and getting on their pages and getting on, even if you don't do sexual adult content with other models, if you can be in a picture with them, if you can be in a reel with them, if you can be X, Y, and Z, you will get more followers that way. Or if you can go live, like I will. Well, now Instagram is being difficult. That they're only allowing group Instagram lives if you have an Android phone. Apple is not working right now. I won't put them in the drop-down menu. I don't know what the fuck Instagram's doing, and I refuse to buy an Android. I'm sorry for Android users that are going to judge me for that. I'm sorry. But I fucking hate Androids. I can't do it. I can't do it. Even all the models are like, but they take such better pictures. I can't.
You know what takes better pictures? Real cameras.
Right. Correct. So I can't do an Android. And you're an Android user, aren't you? No. Okay, good. You're not one of them.
No, I'm even weirder. I just have an outdated iPhone.
Oh shit. You're one of them.
Yeah. I will ride my fucking iPhone till it is falling apart. Because I own real cameras.
Yes, which is the best way to do it.
I have spent thousands of dollars on bodies and lenses and actual lighting. So I don't give a fuck how good of a picture my phone takes.
Right. So right now, Instagram has been glitching out for the past 2 months that they only do group collaboration lives if you have an Android. So I have not been hosting lives because I can't do it. I can't. But other girls in my groups have been hosting. So potentially I hop on some lives. I'm stubborn.
It's all good.
Like I said, I've been a vegetarian for 25 years out of spite. I can't do Android.
One of those I think you should fix. One of them I think you shouldn't. one of them, I think you're just denying yourself some of life's joys for no good reason.
I did post on TikTok my struggles recently. I instead of getting a blood transfusion, I hopped on a plane to come to California because I'm so anemic. I don't know who would do that, but
I'm curious, how toxic of the dick would it have to be to get you to eat a steak? How toxic?
I don't know. I mean, he might be able to convince me. I mean, toxic dick. If you're watching, I know you're gonna watch this because you want to know if I'm talking about you, and in fact, I am.
Well, I meant new toxic dick.
Oh, new toxic dick.
How toxic would the new toxic dick have to be to get you to eat a steak? I don't want you to go back to old toxic. Newer and better things.
Moving on to new and better things. I don't know. I probably should though. That was the main consensus of every comment on my TikTok. They're like, "Girl, just fucking eat a goddamn steak." But
it's a really good steakhouse not far from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're like, we're gonna live stream this bitch. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, Musso and Frank has been there for over 100 years. Hollywood Boulevard wasn't even paved when that restaurant opened.
Shit. Why? I love dirt roads though.
Well, it's
a good old dirt road. I don't know if I'm going to find that in Hollywood. That is not a shady ass place.
Oh, maybe in the Griffith Park.
Okay.
Technically, it'll be unpaved roads. But Musso and Frank has been there since 1919. Servers are still in jackets. It's super old school.
Oh, that sounds like a nice place.
Yeah.
See, I've been to California a lot, but I've never been to LA. So my dad, growing up, moved out to Half Moon Bay. He bilked this millionaire into marrying him. That's a whole other story. But so I used to go to San Francisco and Half Moon Bay and San Jose, right? No, San Jose. Yeah, all the time. And I love it's so beautiful out there. And then I went to San Diego and Oceanside all the time, but never to LA, which is weird.
Yeah. Well, welcome.
I'm here. And what a weekend to choose to come to LA.
It's all your fault.
It is. I show up and they're like,
you brought the ICE agents with you. I get it.
I did. I was like, let's riot in the streets this weekend. That sounds like a fun time to come to LA.
Well, I hate to do it. Speaking of riots, or not speaking of riots, we got a call last call. We've been doing this for a hot minute already.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I talk your fucking ear off. Perfect.
Oh, my God. A podcast guest who wants to speak.
You told me to keep speaking until you cut me off, and you're like, you're done, John. You're done. You stop talking.
I actually stopped the recorder 20 minutes ago.
That was that beep in my ear? They're like, shut up, girl.
It was just okay, I think they've had enough.
They never get enough of me.
I love the confidence. Jen, before we get you out of here, where can they find you on the things?
So on Instagram, Twitter, Kick, OnlyFans, I'm BarefootMamaMn. On TikTok, I'm BarefootMamaMn1 because I got in trouble and no longer have the regular Barefoot Mama, and it was naughty. But everywhere else, BarefootMamaMn, wherever you go, BarefootMamaMn.com is my website.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll have to do this again at some point.
100%. I'll be back out to LA, I'm sure. Justine's already, she was mad that I didn't do 12 other things, but she's...
I will try to peer pressure you into eating a steak every time I see you.
You and Justine together. You guys are gonna...
Our powers combined.
Yeah. So next time Justine comes out here, we're gonna do a double podcast. Me and Justine. Can you handle me and Justine at the same time?
Way to just book yourself. You're just we're doing the thing.
Yeah, me and Justine are actually coming together. I haven't talked to her, and I haven't...
I love that you're like, I'm really big on consent and boundaries. By the way, we're just doing this.
Yeah, we're doing this. Justine, well, I think
we're not going to ask your permission or if you're good with this. This is just happening.
And I haven't asked her either. I'm not asking your permission. I didn't even ask hers, but I think she wanted to.
She's jealous. I hate to break it to you in this situation. My consent goes a little further in this situation than hers.
Yeah. Because you're
It's my equipment.
It's your equipment and your drinks, so you can't just.
Well, you can show up with your own drinks. People have done that.
Okay.
The equipment part and the breaking and entering if I don't consent.
Breaking and entering, it's difficult.
Depends on who you are. I guess it's not in your skill set.
You're right. I don't break and enter very, very often.
Just on occasion.
People like to come into my house instead.
We'll have to hear more stories
next time.
But until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.